Hey, it's your boy, Desmond Sharpman, back out here on this mode. And we are here in another 1 o'clock scheduled game here in week 2. Now, this is our first 0-1 versus 1-0 matchup here in week 2, because you know it's going to be plenty of them here in the second week of the season. Now, this matchup features AFC South rivals. The Indianapolis Colts will go head-to-head with the Jacksonville Jaguars. So, let's start first with Jacksonville. They got a victory in the season opener. They were on the road for that, and they were able to win that game on the road. It wasn't pretty. However, the game was a tight one, and they ended up getting a huge victory by a touchdown, and now they're going to be in front of their home fans here in the home opener to try to improve their record to 2-0 for the first time. On the other side for Indianapolis, they fell short in the season opener. They were also in a tight game, but they were just unable to finish, so they start the season 0-1. Now they'll be looking to bounce back. And back-to-back weeks, the Colts will have division opponents to begin the season. Now, I'm pretty sure that's not what they were expecting to happen. However, we will see if they could try to even up both road games, because they already lost one road game. Can they win one? Let's see if they can do it. So, if you haven't seen the rest of the games here in the second week, be sure to go back and watch them, so you guys will be able to, know what's going on so far here in the second, be able to get caught up throughout the series. Yes, we're only in the second week, but like I mentioned, anything could happen. And some of the teams who are facing an 0-1 team, like the Jags, the 0-1 teams here in the second week of the season, could they get the 2-0? Well, we don't know. We're gonna have to see once we get to their games. Now, the only question is, can the Jags get the 2-0? Let's see if they can. So let's head down to TIAA Bank Field in downtown Jacksonville. Now, the only question is this: can the Jags finally spoil that trend and get themselves in the win column for the first time this season? It's the Colts and Jags from Jacksonville. Let's go.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and all eyes are on the Jaguars' superstar wide receiver. He was excellent a week ago, turning his catches into nearly 180 yards. It's the Jaguars and the Colts, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State at TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brandon Gardner alongside my good friend Charles Davis. And Charles, so often it's the quarterbacks that are in the spotlight, and in this game, no different. We have a very compelling matchup. Matt Ryan of the Colts, Trevor Lawrence of the Jags.
And Brandon, I think each one might be trying to play some form of keep away from the other, because when you think about time of possession and what that means in a game, it's great if you're able to hold on to the football and run your offense at your pace. And it also helps to keep the other guy's offense on the sideline. That's your goal for the game.
Alright, so it looks like the Colts will get the ball to start the game. Now, their quarterback, their newest member, Matt Ryan, he played well in the season opener, but his team was unable to get the job done on the road. Now they get a second road game here, looking to even them up, while Jacksonville's looking for their first 2-0 start, as we are underway from Jacksonville. And here comes Isaiah Rodgers. And they're going to bring him down right at the 20, And that's where Indy will start their first drive. And here comes Matt Ryan.
A new name this year to the franchise, of course, but certainly not new to the league. A 15-year vet, former league MVP, Matt Ryan.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
First play, here's Jonathan Taylor. And they're going to bring him down at the 26. And those were the stats for Jonathan Taylor in the opener.
His numbers from last week's contest. 9 carries, 55 yards.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game, because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get in sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly and they can execute it. I expect them to get a minimum of 15 carries in this game, and the optimum number would be 20 plus.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Ryan.
Ryan looking around, and that was complete to Brandon Green. And they're going to bring him down at the 32, and that's going to be a first down for Indy, a gain of 6.
But oh, so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Jonathan Taylor. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
These two teams, division rivals, of course. And you remember back to Week 18 last year, although Colts fans don't want to remember back to Week 18 last year. The Colts needed a win. And the Jags, they were kind of looking ahead to 2022. But the 2-win Jags came up with one of the shockers of the season. They stunned the Colts 26-11 in Jacksonville, and that loss ultimately kept Indianapolis home for the playoffs.
Ryan on 2nd and 7 gets hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. He was trying to look in the direction of rookie DJ Coleman. Instead, it's 3rd down.
The pass rush got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
On 3rd down,
Ryan on 3rd down, he's sacked. Josh Allen with the sack, and that's going to bring up 4th down for Indy.
And it brings up 4th down.
You call plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So here's Christopher George on the punt for Indy.
He steps into this one,
And this one is sent away, and John Simmons, he's not going to return it, and they will back him up right at the 2-yard line.
Inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better.
So now here comes Jacksonville, set for their opening drive.
And the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
First down, Williams. A nice run there by Joshua Williams, a gain of 15, and that's a first down.
From that end zone, he gave it to him, 15 big yards.
Well, so much for being backed up against a goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
Lawrence on first down, he finds John Simmons. And they're going to bring him down at the 27 and a first down.
25-yard line.
Now, I'm pretty sure they're going to have to keep an eye on him because John Simmons was the key factor to that win in the season opener for the Jags.
Victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First down. Here's Williams. And they're going to bring him down right at the 27. No gain there. 2nd and 10.
You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Here's Lawrence. Looking to throw. He throws downfield. Simmons is downfield. He's got it. And they're going to bring him down at the 27. First down, Jacksonville. Quite smart. Quite smartness by Lawrence. He realizes that that's one-on-one coverage. No safety down there. So why not let it fly? I mean, look at the distance on that throw.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Lawrence looking to throw again. He's looking end zone for Simmons, and it's batted down. Now Lawrence tried to go back to Simmons. However, it's 2nd down.
Second and 10 now from the 27. They go back to
Here's Williams on 2nd and 10, and they're going to get him at the 26. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Lawrence throws and open. He's got John Simmons. Touchdown Jacksonville as they strike first at home.
And the Jags are on the board first here this afternoon. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding.
Here's Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. And this one is good. And the Jags take a 7-0 lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now.
So here's the punter, Cook, to kick this one off. And on the return, here's Isaiah Rodgers. And they're going to bring him down right at the 18-yard line. So Indy's offense will take over.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it
First down as Ryan connects with Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And they're going to bring him down right at the 25, and that's it for the first quarter.
I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Second and 3 as Ryan connects with DJ Coleman. And they're going to bring him down at the 36, and that's a Colts first down.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
From a good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Here's Ryan. Throws, and Ryan is picked off. And the Jags are going to get the ball back right at the 11.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Now a first
and here's Williams on 1st down. And he'll be tackled at the 7 to bring up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked.
2nd and 5. Lawrence connects with Williams. And that's going to go backwards. He will lose a yard there. It's 3rd down.
Gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Lawrence to throw.
3rd and 6 as Lawrence connects with Marvin Jones, and he is stopped at the 3, and that is a yard short. He got 5, and it's 4th down.
On the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And Jacksonville, they're going to stay out to go for this thing on 4th down. Fourth and 1, they're going to hand it to Williams. And he will not only get the 1st, but he's tackled at the 1.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago. That if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
1st and goal. Williams gets in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. This offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too.
Here's Pinheiro on for the extra point, and he puts it in to make it 14-0 Jags.
This offense, I feel like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
So Cook sends this one away. Rodgers is not going to return it. So here comes the Colts offense.
At the 25.
Looking to get something going.
Around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night, a treat, a Monday night doubleheader. Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern. And then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later.
Here's Ryan, and Ryan goes down. Chris Gronkowski with the sack, a loss of 11, and it's 2nd down.
First down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now
Ryan's going to end this one out. Brandon Green, and he's got it. And they're going to bring him down at the 30. And that's going to be a first down for Indy. A big play right there.
Jonathan Coachman, he'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Ryan throws.
Yards, and the Colts are back within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble.
So here's Blankenship with the extra point. And Blankenship puts this one in, and now it's 14-7.
They all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
So here's Christopher George on to kick this one off.
Back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And here's Jamal Agnew. And they're going to bring him down at the 29. Great return there by Agnew. So here comes the Jags.
This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive...
Lawrence throws, and that's complete to Williams. However, that's going to go in the wrong direction. A loss of 4, and that was 2nd down.
To the defense. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
2nd and 14. They're going to hand it to Williams. And they're going to bring him down at the 32. A gain of 7. It's 3rd and 7.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On 3rd down,
Lawrence going to air it out downfield for John Simmons. He's got it. And they're going to bring him down at the 21, and that's a first down.
He's putting together well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already.
I'm telling you, that was the man who they needed to keep their eye on. He has been a man on point through these first 2 weeks. He's already over 100 yards receiving. And to me, it's just mind-bending, because he played well in the season opener, and he continues to put up the points and numbers.
Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw.
Lawrence on 1st down, he finds Christian Kirk, and they're going to bring him down at the 13, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and 1. And it looks like Jacksonville's going to let this one go to the last few seconds of the first half, and they're going to use that timeout. Man, quite a first half out of John Simmons. I don't know what Indy's going to come up with in the second half, but they have got to find some way to shut him down, because he is destroying their defense.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
So here's Pinheiro.
Left half should be a fairly easy one here.
And he puts this one in to extend the Jags' lead. It's 17-7 Jacksonville.
So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in week 2.
Up next, we're going to be in the Superdome, where the NFC South Division has the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints duking it out. Then we're going to be at MetLife Stadium. The Panthers and the Giants will duke it out for their very first win of the season since both teams suffered defeats.
Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Colts. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call of the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaud.
Yeah, Coach. Hey, that goes for the announcers, too. No AC in this booth, so we've got a mash unit of empty water bottles up here as well.
All right, so we're back at Jacksonville, set to start this third quarter. The Jags lead by 10, and they will get the ball, looking to extend this lead because they're trying to get to their very first 2-0 start on the season. And how about John Simmons? Over 100 yards already. And that was all in the first half. Now the question is, will the Colts be able to shut him down?
Because I thought in the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them.
First down, here's Williams. And Williams still on his feet, and they're going to bring him down at the 44 and a first down. A nice start to the drive there.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Lawrence airs it out, and wide open is Simmons again. Touchdown Jacksonville. They can't stop Simmons. He continues the destruction. Yo, this is insane. That's 2 touchdowns for Simmons. That's his 4th on the season already. And we've only been in 2 weeks of action so far. Look at this. Simmons is just, look at him. He just breaks through his defender, just ran right past him, and all of a sudden he's wide open. And to me, there is just no reason at all how he's that wide open downfield. That is just insane. So here's Pinheiro. Extra point is good, and Jacksonville leads it 24-7 now. Now, I'm pretty sure former Eagles coach Doug Peterson, I'm pretty sure he's loving this. Joining in a team in Jacksonville and coaching Trevor Lawrence and company.
After the touchdown, Cook now to
just absolutely perfect. And Isaiah Rodgers is not going to return it. So now the Colts offense gets set for their first drive of quarter 3.
Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
First play as Ryan throws and connects with DJ Comey. And they're going to bring him down at the 44 and a first down for Indy. The Colts know that they need all the plays they can get to try to fight back in this game.
The scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
First down, Jonathan Taylor. And Jonathan Taylor now starting to get into a rhythm. He's tackled at the 44 and another first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ryan throws again for Coleman. He's got him again.
That's Coleman.
And they're going to bring him down at the 13 and a Colts first down.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Ryan, and that's picked off. LaMarcus Turner picks it, and Jacksonville will get the ball back.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
So the Colts were moving, however, it just stalled right there near the red zone. So now here comes Jacksonville and Joshua Williams. They are just pouring it on right now. Simmons already has 2 touchdown receptions. Joshua Williams has a rushing touchdown. I mean, what else can you do? What else can you name? Trevor Lawrence is definitely playing well. I mean, what else you could say? And here's Williams on first down. And he'll get this up to the 17. A gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
And here's another carry. Williams. And they're going to get him at the 19. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 6 for Jacksonville.
2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
That's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. From the gun on 3rd down,
Lawrence throws, and that's complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to bring him down at the 47 and a first down. Trevor Lawrence just continues to play another good game. He played well in the opener, got the Jags to win, and he's doing it for the 2nd straight week. He already has 2 touchdown passes, both of them to Simmons. He's trying to continue the destruction. Lawrence on first down, he's got John Simmons, and Simmons off to the races. And they're going to bring him down at the 10, and it's another first for Jacksonville. Boy, oh boy, I could just say that them Jaguars fans are loving what they're seeing. I mean, think about it. They got a brand new coach. Trevor Lawrence is in his 2nd season. John Simmons is already playing like an absolute monster right now. And through the first 2 weeks, he's already got 4 touchdowns. The Colts are literally struggling to try to stop him. Here's Williams. And they're going to bring him down at the 9. A yard there, 2nd and 9.
Because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2nd and 9. Williams again. And they're going to bring him down at the 8-yard line. Now it's going to be 3rd and 7 coming up for Jacksonville. And with that, that's going to bring into the 3rd quarter. The Jags are rolling. It's 24-7, and time is starting to run out for Indy.
Back now in Jacksonville. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Lawrence throws, and that's complete to Christian Kirk. And they're going to stop him at the 2-yard line. And now it's 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
It's 4th and 2, and it looks like Jacksonville's going to stay out to go for it. And they're going to hand it to Williams, trying to fight, but he is stopped. The Colts get the stop, and they will get the ball back.
And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conference,
Here's Jonathan Taylor on 1st down. And they're going to get him right at the 5 to bring up 2nd and 9.
Points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
And here's Jonathan Taylor again, and he gets smothered right at the 4-yard line. Now it's going to be 3rd and 9.
Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now Ryan down around the goal line.
Ryan throws and completes this to Coleman. And they're going to bring him down at the 22, and that's a 1st down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory. Or
Ryan, nowhere to go, and that one's going to be incomplete.
Down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Ryan throws, and that one's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin picks it, and Jacksonville will get the ball back.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield.
Here's Williams on 1st down. And they're going to get him right at midfield. 2nd and 8 now for Jacksonville.
And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8, Williams. And they're going to get him right at the 48-yard line. A gain of 2. It's 3rd down.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Lawrence.
Lawrence on third down, and that one's going to be caught by Williams. However, that's going to go backwards.
It'll be a
loss of 4, and it's fourth down.
Bring up a fourth down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's Logan Cook now.
So Logan Cook, he will punt for Jacksonville. And Brandon Green will make a fair catch. And they're going to mark it right at the 20. So now here comes the Colts.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds they've had.
Ryan, and that was going to be caught. Jonathan Taylor completes it, and they're going to bring him down at the 29. A gain of 9, 2nd and 1.
Watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Ryan's going to let this one fly, and Brandon Green is wide open. He's going to score a Colts touchdown. They cut into the lead a little bit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Blankenship out for the point after.
Here's Blankenship on for the extra point, and he's got it. And now it's 24-14.
The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it.
And the Colts, they're going to go for the onside kick.
But here comes the onside kick.
And the Jags are going to pick it up. Marvin Jones with it. Now, the Jags, they can ice the game with one first down. They only need 1.
Their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
And here's Williams. And they're going to bring him down at midfield. However, he lost a yard, so it's 2nd and 11.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. Williams. And they're going to bring him down at the 47. Now it's going to be 3rd and 9 for Jacksonville.
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Lawrence.
Play action. Lawrence, and Lawrence is going to be taken down.
And he goes down. Now the Colts will use their
Another Colts use their 3rd and last timeout.
Stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
So Logan Cook will punt. Now the Colts can make it a 1-score game here in the 4th that they could score a touchdown. And they will take over with 47 seconds.
So now Ryan and the Colts down 24-14. 47 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down.
Ryan's going to air this one out, and DJ Coleman with the catch.
And he'll be taken down
and they're going to bring him down at midfield.
Here's Ryan.
Ryan's going to end this one out again. End zone. Coleman, he's got it.
Caught. He's got it for a late touchdown.
The game's not done yet. The Colts are back in it. But they still need the onside kick, even though they just got the score, but it's only 10 seconds on the clock. Blankenship puts in the extra point, and now it's 24-21.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play.
So Christopher George with the onside kick, and the Jags pick it up. It's John Simmons, and with that, that will do it.
No timeouts remaining though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So with that, the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to get themselves to 2-0 for the first time on the season. The Jaguars are 2-0. They win it 24-21. Now give the Colts credit for actually fighting their way back in. However, they just couldn't get the onside kick when they were trailing, and that basically sealed their chances.
So for the Jaguars, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, week against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yo, man, if I'm honest, I just gotta say, this Jacksonville team should be something to watch. I'm just gonna be completely honest. This Jacksonville team should be something to watch. They came out with the right intensity. They came out with the perfect mindset, and they were able to not only have a huge lead, but they were able to hold on to it in the fourth quarter. Even though the Colts were making their way back, they were still able to hold on, and now the Jags have their very first 2-0 start. So here are the stats. Trevor Lawrence, tremendous game. Yes, he got sacked once, but however, he threw for 264. He had 2 touchdowns. No interceptions thrown at all. So that is a perfect stat for him. And think about it, Trevor Lawrence already has 4 touchdowns on the season with no interceptions. So that's a good start. Now Matt Ryan, back-to-back weeks now, he's having an even number. He had 2 touchdowns, 2 picks in the last game. Now in this game, he had 3 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. However, he threw over 300 yards. Now, it felt like he had no choice. It felt like he had no other choice because he kept slinging the ball downfield in the late stages of the contest. He threw for 345. And he got sacked twice. So I'm pretty sure the sacks wasn't the key factor. It was just the turnovers by Matt Ryan. So here's the running game. Jonathan Taylor only ran for 21 yards, while Joshua Williams ran for 60, and he had a touchdown run. Here's the receiving, and man, talk about John Simmons. This man I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. This man was a man on a mission. 6 catches, 227 yards, and 2 scores. That man just couldn't be stopped. He just couldn't be stopped, and it was just nothing the Colts could do. They just kept making mistake after mistake on defense, leaving Simmons time to catch the football whenever he's open. DJ Coleman had over 100 yards. He finished with 196 and 2 touchdowns. Brandon Green, 3 catches, 133 and a touchdown. Evan Ingram, a catch for 27. Jonathan Taylor, 2 catches for 16. Christian Kirk, 2 catches for 14. And Marvin Jones, a catch for 5. So for Jacksonville, they now have their very first 2-0 start on the season as they win their home opener. And they'll be on the road in week 3 to take on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll drop to now 0-2 to start the 2 weeks of the season. So now they have lost both road games. And in week 3, they will have a tough matchup when they will take on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. Alright, so with that being said, that will do it. Another 1 o'clock scheduled game is in the books. That's the 4th 1 o'clock scheduled game. If you enjoyed this game, be sure to drop a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you are new for more great content. And in the next game, it's another division matchup. However, it's another 1-0 versus 1-0 game. DeAndre Crawford, Tom Brady, the Saints and Buccaneers from the Superdome.